Good morning there, racing fans. Welcome back to the channel. Brought to you in association with betting.co.uk. I'm Ginger Joe and I'm back with a lucky 15 for you to take a look at on Royal Ascot Day 4 and hoping to get ourselves back into the winners enclosure. Started this week really well on Day 1 with a nap selection landing and another winner of the 3 selections, but it's been a little bit of a quiet time since then, but I've got 4 selections for today and hopefully we can get back to winning ways. If you're new to my channel, please do hit that subscribe button. It helps me out a great deal. And also by doing so, you get to join the free group chat. So click subscribe to this video, drop me a message on Twitter and I will send you a free link to come over and join in on all the action. Not only is it a free group chat, but we give away free bets every single Saturday. We've got stable tours in there. We have a monthly tipping league. All sorts going on, and of course my selections get posted there first and foremost as well. So please do hit subscribe on this channel, drop me a message on Twitter and I'll send you a link across there too. I'm going to be bringing you today's selections rather quick fire. If you like my full analysis, there is a link in the description below this video with an article on betting.co.uk. And just another mention for the weekend's action, I'm going to be bringing you some selections from Perth back to the jumps racing. So I'm going to bring you some more winning selections. Now, straight on to today's action. We're going to start off in the opener. We've got the 2:30 here. So we've got the Albany Stakes, a Group 3 for the fillies, 6 furlongs on good to firm ground. We've got some really nice sorts looking to take the lineup here as well. The one that interests me, first of all, is Jabara. I think she looks a really smart filly. Notably, Roger Varian said he thinks the world of this one as well before she actually won last time out. And she did it in really impressive fashion as well. She did pull away and showed a really nice turn of foot and likely to come on for that run once again. Also in the same race is Soprano for George Bowie. I think they could have a pretty good day today. Buick takes the ride there. And she actually won pretty well come the end of a race. Really strong through the line. And another one that's likely to take a step forward. But the one I think is going to take some beating here is Navassa Island, who could be open to any amount of improvement following her runner-up in the Group 3 on her debut. She was chucked straight into the deep end, ran a really good race, made a lot of ground up late on in the day, and showed a pretty nice turn of foot too. Early on in that race, it didn't necessarily go to plan for her as well, but she really showed some class come towards the end of that race and likely to improve again for that run. She's got bags of potential, this one, open to any amount of improvement, and that would see her go pretty close here as well. Not to mention, she is actually a half-sister to last year's Shively Park winner at Lazoo and cost £240,000 to be purchased as a yearling as well. So definitely a horse to keep in mind for the future, but I really do think that she could take a big step forward in today's Albany Stakes. Then we'll move on and take a look at the 340. We've got the Duke of Edinburgh Stakes here. A decent handicap, this one over 1.5 miles. Again, we've got good to firm ground all week round here at Ascot. And I think that may help Imeric here at 10-1 for Roger Varian. A really nice horse, this one. Been a little bit up and down, but the form that he has on the good ground and the good to firm ground is miles better than what we've seen on soft. In his last 4 runs on the fast ground, he's finished first, third and first. So it's definitely really appealing to him that the ground has come on the fast side again. And he was really good to win last time out and benefited from gelding and wind operations, which could actually see him improve again on the second start since those efforts. I definitely think he's one to keep on side, even though he's a little bit hit and miss. Conditions are well in his favour for this this race, and I'm willing to give him a chance that he's going to back that recent win up again here. Then we're going to move on to the 5 o'clock. Got the Sandringham Stakes, a handicap for the fillies over 1 mile. Again, some nice enough types in this race, but I think the one that could be open to the most improvement is Coppice, who's got 3 runs to date so far. Started off by being really impressive at Kempton on her debut and slightly flopped next time out in the Nowgrim, but she was certainly back to form last time out at Newcastle. And again, we can imagine that is probably going to be another step forward coming from her again. She steps into this handicap off a really low mark, very likely to be at least a few pounds ahead of that mark. So you'd imagine she's going to be competitive regardless of what happens in this race here. And the only question mark necessarily we've got to think about with Coppice is, can she transfer that form onto the turf as well? I think she can. She's probably going to be quite effective on turf. She's bred to handle this sort of track and the trip and the course. So I think Coppice is going to have a really good chance in the 5 o'clock. Then my nap selection actually comes in the final race of the day. We've got the Palace of Holyroodhouse Stakes, a handicap for 3-year-olds over 5 furlongs. Good to firm ground again, and surely going to have a lot of improvers in this race, but perhaps none more so than Conquistador for George Bowie and Andrea Arzini at 11-2. The current favourite for this race, but probably rightly so as well. Weighted to go very well here, right at the bottom of the weights of 8 stone 7. And won really easily last time out at Lingfield. Plenty left in the tank that day. And coming into this race, he has actually beaten a lot of horses in this field already, but he's much better off again at the weights this time. He's one that just ticks a lot more boxes than what you can see for any of the others in this race. He's a really solid contender this race, and I think that win last time out at Lingfield's going to bode really, really well for him here. That was over 6 furlongs, but he's very fast. The drop back to 5 will be no issue whatsoever. And I think with his experience behind him now, he's going to take some stopping in this race too. A big field, I know, but I think he may just be a little bit ahead of the lineup here. He's certainly better off than a lot of them at the weights too. So there's my 4 selections for you for today. Just a little bit of a recap on those. We start off in the Albany Stakes with Navassa Island at 5 to 1. Then we move on to the Duke of Edinburgh. We've got Imeric at 10 to 1. In the Sandringham, we've got Coppice at 5s. And then in the 6-10, the Holyroodhouse Stakes, we've got Conquistador at 6 to 1, being the nap selection of the day. As I said, just quick fire selections for you today, but the link in the description below will be there to take you to my column on betting.co.uk. Thanks to everybody that's tuning in. As I said, subscribe to this channel, drop me a message on Twitter, and I'll let you into the group chat. Thanks very much for watching. Again, I'll see you all later on, and good luck with your bets.